This is the introductory video on a series that we're going to be looking at the adult safeguarding policy within the Southern Health and Social Care Trust. This is a regional policy, so some of the principles, some of the other procedures that we talk about are going to be relevant no matter what trust you work in if you're working within the Northern Ireland sector. Have a look at each of these. I've tried to break them down into 3 to 5 minute videos so that you can come back to these and refresh your memory of what we talked about during the corporate mandatory training that we provided for the adult safeguarding. So the first thing that we want to look at is the principles of safeguarding, and then I've said under that safeguarding adults section over here, we're also going to break those down into small videos about each different type of abuse, and hopefully you'll be able to get some your memory refreshed with that as well. So let's make a start. Within adult safeguarding, there are a number of things that we need to think about right at the start of the process. The first of those is obviously about confidentiality. We're going to think for a few minutes about the safeguarding policy and then remind ourselves about other policies and procedures as well as we go through. What about confidentiality? Where do you sit with that? You need to remember that within an adult safeguarding context, or within any safeguarding context, there's a duty to safeguard the person and a duty to maintain confidentiality. And that sometimes feels like a little bit of a balancing act, because you're going to also have to think about sharing information on a need-to-know basis, and that can mean feeling as if you're breaching someone's confidentiality. The biggest red flag you'll ever have in your practice is somebody saying to you, "Can I tell you something in confidence?" and then you agreeing to that, and then them saying to you, "I have been harmed," or somebody else has been harmed, because you cannot keep that to yourself. That's the sort of thing that you're going to have to report, because you can't keep it to yourself if somebody has been harmed, or a crime has been committed, or you think that a crime is about to be committed and you need to safeguard the person who's in front of you. The policy that we have in Northern Ireland talks about 3 key pillars, if you like, of the actual policy itself. The first of those is prevention. Now, when we're talking about prevention, we're talking about work that we need to do to safeguard the person who's already in our care, or someone that is on our caseload who we're working with, and we're trying to make sure that we can predict what harms might happen and then take reasonable measures to try and protect that person from harm in the future. The protection measures as well then can kick in whenever we're thinking about making decisions with people or on behalf of people. And it's really important that we look at supported decision making, that we help people understand the risks that they're exposed to and the choices that they have in order to protect themselves, but at the same time we need to be thinking about what can we do to protect someone who has already been harmed, possibly by staff, by family members, or by others. But a key component of this is about working in partnership with the adult who's in front of us. Gone are the days where we make decisions about people. We make decisions with people, and we support them to make the decisions. And whether we feel they are wise decisions or not, as long as the person has the mental capacity to be making the decision, we have supported them to think about the risks that are involved, and the Mental Capacity Act talks about appreciating the decisions, appreciating the information and the risks that they're exposed to. Then they have the right to make the decision, and we need to support them in doing that. So that's the 3 pillars: prevention, protection, and partnership.